So we're a little bit over the halfway point of the year, and I have listened to a lot of music this year. For those that have been following, I've been listening to stuff from this year, obviously, and stuff from the past. Been making videos about most of the stuff that I listened to. A lot of the stuff that I haven't listened to, I just rate on my album of the year profile. We are talking today about my top 10 albums so far, because I feel like, well, first of all, I know you don't care. I feel like I want to make this video just so I can, explain my thoughts on the albums and if any of the opinions changed, because as I'm looking at this list, a few of the opinions of the albums changed. Here we go. Number 10, we got Twikipedia's For the Rest of Your Life. I made a video about this. I've never heard of Twikipedia before this date. I saw Jane Remover and samlrc, who are artists that I'm pretty big fans of, post this album to their story. So I was like, I fucking love these artists. Let me fucking check out this album. So I checked out the album. It's very nice. It's got a punk influence, got a, shoegazy influence to it. It's very raw, very well done. It sounds like a 2007 type thing. Like, I don't know, like, think of like a rock band in 2007. Like, that's what it feels like. It feels nostalgic. I've listened to it one more time after the fact, and yeah, it's good still. Just my opinions of everything haven't really changed. But all in all, it's pretty good, and I definitely do recommend it if you're into shoegazy sounding music. At number 9, we got The Smile with Wall of Eyes. Now, I have known about The Smile because I've listened to Radiohead, and I sometimes do listen to Radiohead, but I never really checked out The Smile. One day, I was in my Barnes & Noble, and I picked up Wall of Eyes on vinyl, and I listened to it for the first time on vinyl. I actually also do have a video about this. Everything on the top 10 list I do have a video about, so I'll link it in the description below for those that want to know. Very grand, very psychedelic, very beautiful. I didn't expect to like it as much as I did, and I think that was actually one of the most shocking things I listened to. I haven't listened to it since. I still remember it's very pretty. Definitely do recommend it. At number 8, we have Daisy World with Toothpick. Now, over time, I still think this is a good record, but as I've listened to it more and more, every song sounds very repetitive. It's incredible. Her voice is one of the most outstanding voices I've ever heard, but it gets to a point where I listen to this record, I keep skipping the ends of the songs, because the ends of the songs are the weakest parts, because it's the same thing. And I mean, like, it's nice to hear, but it gets to a point where it's just like, why am I listening to the same thing over and over again? I bought this album through this website, basically directly funds the artist. I did that on February 2nd when the album was supposed to come out. It didn't come out February 2nd. It came out April 20-something. Whenever I uploaded the video for it, that was the day it came out. I don't even know. At number 7, we have Quadeca with Scrapyard. Now, this is one of these records that is, it's not even like about how good the music is. It's a slow burn that is just continuously rising, which is f***ing scary. For those that don't know, I have reacted to Scrapyard 1, 2, 3, and then the final project, and I own it on vinyl. This is a great record, and it's slowly but surely, building its way up to me. I originally rated it an 80, and now it's at an 86. A lot of the songs that went from an 80 in the original reactions went to 100. There's nothing wrong with the songs. The songs that I don't like on the record, I still don't like. Nothing's really changed about that. Now, I found moments in this record where I keep returning to, or keep getting stuck in my head, and especially with the deluxe edition of it, the one that he put on the side C of the vinyl version, is so f***ing good. I rated that an 100. That's not connected to the main album, but if it was connected to the main album, the album's rating would be much higher. I continuously listen to it, it just keeps growing, and I actually expect this to get into the 90s, high 90s by the end of the year. At number 6, we have Adrianne Lenker's Bright Future. Now, Lydia told me to listen to this album. She said it's basically sad cowgirl music. I didn't expect it to be that sad. This record is gut-wrenching. It's gorgeous. It's light. It's so raw and emotional and painful, but also beautiful. Like, it's all these emotions, and I definitely didn't expect to like this as much as I did. I don't have negative words towards this. The writing on the songs, incredible. The production, incredible. Oh my God, bro. Like, and it's so open and, you know, up to interpretation for a lot of the songs. And that's one of the major things I really like about music, is you can listen to a song and interpret it your own way into your own life. And that's what I feel this album does very good. I've listened to it about 2 more times post the reaction video, and it's just insane. And I've also cried to the first song. I cry to music, right? But I don't cry to music like that. Alright, now we're getting to the top 5. So hold on to your hats for this one. At number 5, we have SAMlrc's A Lonely Sinner, which I found on Album of the Year, one of the topping albums. Oh my god, it's just such a good conceptual piece. It's a coming of age album, shoegazy album, but using it as a metaphor from a lamb to a sheep, and, you know, going on an adventure and what that really means. Do you always start out as a lamb but have experiences that turn you into a sheep, or is it just a never-ending quest to become the sheep? Along with the incredible writing of this album, the production of the album is great. It's so grand and emotional. I keep always catching myself, if I hear the word sinner, all of a sudden automatically I go, I'm a sinner, every time, without fail. Word of God, it's so good. Me and my friends talk about this album on a weekly basis, at least twice a week. I've listened to it a few more times after, and my rating hasn't changed. Outstanding, and I definitely do recommend listening to A Lonely Sinner if you have it. At number 4, we're getting very recent. We got Miss Charli XCX with BRAT. Now, BRAT, if you haven't seen my reaction, BRAT is a very raw, open version of Charli XCX. I've been doing this thing recently where I was listening to all the Charli XCX albums, and after this, I'm going to be listening to Vroom Vroom, Sucker, and True Romance, because I didn't listen to them, but I've listened to a bunch of them, and this is her best work, in my personal opinion, from what I've listened to. This takes elements of the deep writing that she focuses on, adds a clubby aspect to it, but also has a reflective side to it. For the past few days, because I'm recording this on the 10th, every day I've been listening. It's just so f***ing good. I've been listening to this album everywhere that I go. When I run, I'm listening to this album. It's so outstanding. All the songs have something very specific to them. The rating's definitely gonna change because I've been just constantly listening to it, and it's insane. Ooh, top 3 times. So top 3. Number 3, we have Kittens L with meowmento, Mori. Now, I was sent this album to listen to by the group, or the duo themselves. When I get sent music to listen to, I always tell the people, and if you want to send me your music, just DM me on Instagram at Eclipse. It's in the description. I'll listen to your album, but I won't make a video about it. But if I really like the album, then I'll make a short about it. And if it's really that outstanding, I'll make a full video about it. I've listened to probably, 6 or 7 people's records, and this one was the first one that stood out as much as it did. It's like taking a Persona soundtrack and making hyperpop over it. It is so smart, and the writing is so good. This is just one of those records that you have to listen to, digest. Also, they're like, I don't want to sound like a dick, they're like nobodies. You could be the first fucking fans of this group, day one of this group. They are so good at making music. It is so outstanding, and I 100% recommend that you check out their record. Ooh, top 2. Okay, I will stop doing it. Number 2, we have LIGHTBREATHER with Nothing Light. This is gonna sound like I'm fucking meat riding my friend, because LIGHTBREATHER is my friend, my bandmate. I literally talked to LIGHTBREATHER. What time is it? It's 8:23 at night right now. I talked to LIGHTBREATHER about 4 hours ago in a VC on Discord. I know it sounds biased, right? But you have to understand that I listened to this album a little bit too much. Not trying to, hype my friend up like that. Well, I am, because I'm putting it in my top 10 records of the year. Conceptually, it's what I said with self-interpretation of the record. This one has a story to it. It's not about the story that LIGHTBREATHER's trying to tell. It's about how you interpret the story. I know secrets about this album that nobody knows, that I'm not going to tell. And I know the deeper meanings of a lot of the stuff about this record that I'm not going to tell. But it's just so good. And it's if you guys want to listen to some open area sounding jazz instrumental music, I definitely recommend checking out this record. And now we're at my number 1, which, bro, dude, this album is so good. It's so close to being 100 too. At number 1 this year so far, we have McGee with 2 Star and the Dream Police. Oh my god, dude, this record is so good. It's so unique but familiar. There's such a retro feel to it, but it's so new. He took sounds from the 80s, plugged in a bunch of random ass shit, and recorded these songs. I listen to this album almost every day. I love this album. The writing of this record is super outstanding, and I've been trying to not force my friends to f with it, but I've been low-key forcing my friends to f with it. The first, I want to show you guys this because I'm low-key proud of it. A 77 for 2-star. Come on, brother Loke. Least favorite song. I will forever argue this. Break the Spell is the best song on the record. It's so bro, there's nothing I can say. There's no adjectives in the English language that fit how good this song is. This is what I did. Originally, it was a 77 to an 80, right? I told Lydia, right? I'm like, yo, listen to it again. Just listen to it constantly. And it went from an 80 to an 89. I'm so powerful with that shit. I'm trying to get my friends on this shit. It is like crack. Once you get this album, like I got it on the first listen, right? But once you get it, it's like cocaine, bro. Now, I've never done drugs. I've never smoked weed. I've never done coke. I've never done heroin. But the way that something like Are You Looking Up and Break the Spell, Dream Police, I Want. You know when in You Got It, it goes... hella beautiful. That's what sex feel like too. I've had sex before. I've had sex multiple times. That's what putting your dick in some bitch's pussy feel like. Bro, I don't know what I'm saying, bro, but like you get what I'm saying. That is my top 10 albums of 2024 so far, and we're only halfway through the year. And there's been a lot of good music out, and there's been a lot of music out. We have 6 more months left to find out if there's gonna be 100 or even something that beats out 2-star. I doubt it, but like. God damn. We have some future releases that I'm definitely going to be listening to. I have to listen to the Kaytranada album, 100%. Whenever I get time, I'll do a video about that too, because I love Kaytranada. So the same thing that I did with the Charli XCX, where I listened to all the Charli XCX albums, I want to do the same thing with Blade, because I've like been picking out like pieces of Cold Visions, and I've been listening to a bunch of his stuff, but I haven't listened to a lot of his work. And I really enjoy having, you know, a schedule with how I react to these albums. Obviously, like, I'll leave the EPs out of it low-key. The mixtapes, I listened to a few songs off Ice Dancer, and then we got all these Blade albums, and I haven't really listened to any single one of them except for Exeter, which Exeter I gave an 81, and it's so fun. Be in your mind, just to be in your mind. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Maybe I'll do members of Drain Gang and Sad Boys, and I'll listen to the fucking whole shit. I've listened to E by Echo. I didn't get it with the first listen. I didn't think it was that good. I feel like if I listen to it again with more drained ability, then I think I'd like it more. And I want to, you know, do a discography review of all these people again. It was so fun with the Charli XCX. And I'm not even done with Charli. I still got 3 more projects to listen to and the deluxe for Crash. The channel has been doing amazing. So thank you guys all for like subbing and watching. I have a screenshot I'll show you. So I do this every once in a while. I do it at the start of like the school year. I'm going into my senior year of college, by the way, which is crazy to say. I'll take like a screenshot of my sub counts for all my channels at the beginning of the summer or beginning of the year, so I could see the growth over time. This is a picture of the day after I came home. This was my channel and its sub count. So I had 284 subscribers, 160 videos, and right now, currently, as I'm filming this, I'm sure I'll have more subs by when I upload this tomorrow because my channel's been doing good. I have 187 videos, so I've uploaded 27 videos on this channel basically in a month. So I have gained 192 subs currently, and I'm sitting at 476. So I literally doubled my sub count in a month, and it's all thanks to the Charlie's Angels. I really like how I did these videos with the listening to the full discography of an artist. I feel like I want to do that with a lot of artists because there are a lot of artists I do want to check out, and I want to like listen to all their albums, and I feel like this is a good way for me to have you guys watch something of me doing it. Content, it's something that I love doing. I love making videos, and I definitely love putting people on music, and I definitely love music as a whole. Let's use this as a checkpoint. So at the end of the year, I'll do a sub count too, and the future is so unknowable that who knows, maybe that time this channel has over 10,000 subscribers. Nobody knows. I don't know, you don't know, nobody knows. Especially with the releases of music. I'm out. I don't know what to say. I'm out, bitch.